Welcome back to Dicey Situations, everybody. I'm your DM, Ryan. Let's go around the table to my Chaos crew, really earning their name after last episode.
Rich playing Bleebly. Theo.
Mark playing Glebnor, Bleebly Believer.
Harout playing Tooluuga, Pope of the Church of Bleebly.
Okay, you guys are getting a little crazy. All right, let's do our little recap, and then we'll dive right into the action. Last time on Dicey Situations, our heroes fought off the suppurating ooze that had infected a necromancer's corpse. During the battle, however, Tooluuga was infected with a seeping death disease by making contact with the ooze, turning his hand a deep red. After a group prayer circle, Tooluuga was able to lay the corpse to rest, ending the dry curse that had plagued the belching bog. The surroundings rapidly changed, however, as the tower began to sink into a mudslide as the crater began to turn back into a swamp. The gang was able to escape on Glebnor when he turned into a canoe, powered by Tooluuga's powerful fish kicks. While sailing through the newly formed swamp riverways, Theo gained several new followers from the grateful Bullywug tribes. Seeing a massive Dreadforge arc in the distance, Tooluuga steered the boys toward the source of the pillar of smoke they had saw from the tower. The massive sinking structure was being guarded by Dreadforge watchmen, who were keeping a horde of undead at bay. Deciding their best course of action was to launch themselves off a mud ramp, Theo defied the odds by firing his new weapon behind the canoe, propelling them through the air and sailing into the ark. Just nonsense. I hope you're all proud of yourselves.
Very.
Inside the Dreadforge structure, they found an odd collection of strange mechanical constructs, along with another dead kobold scout. While investigating an arcane library, they were attacked by a clockwork soldier in a flurry of halberd attacks. After defeating the sentry, they frantically searched the ark before it could sink deeper into the mud, and in their search, they came upon a grisly scene. Lying next to the skeleton of a dwarven mage was a fallen Gearforge knight and an assassin droid. And sitting inside a glass jar, the gang has just found a strange mechanical man waiting for rescue. And that's where we find our gang tonight. Theo and Tooluuga, the ship is sinking, and you could feel that the floor of the hallway you're on is beginning to tilt as you're running up to the patched hole where Glebnor is now. Tooluuga, you have a little auto gnome inside of a glass case you're holding under your arm as you're running down the way, and Theo, you're running behind him with your gun. What are you guys doing?
Son, we're leaving! And I immediately pull the grenade out and knock it out of the hole.
How much of the hole is covered by mud now?
So you, Glebnor, you're up atop and you kind of your back to it, and you're starting to almost like distend because there's a bunch of mud pooling behind you.
Okay, so if Daddy and Bleebly jumped feet first into the center mass of my big flat, could I canoe around them and make it through the hole, or is it too late for that?
I think you would need a really a blast of propulsion to rocket you all up through the mud that is starting to form up behind you.
A blast of propulsion, you say?
And at that, Tooluuga, where are you throwing the grenade?
So I'm assuming mud's coming through the hole. Right?
I'm holding it at bay.
Yeah, mud is being held at bay only from Glebnor. And you can see he's starting to fill with mud that is kind of pushing at his back. Actually, I'm going to go for an athletics check to see how much is seeping behind it. Just from Glebnor.
Oh.
Unless you want to.
No, I don't want to.
24! It's airtight!
Yeah, you taut up, big flat. You were built for this. You're holding back all of the mud.
Taut
flat! I guess I would throw it where I think would be above the mud. So I don't create a hole where more mud is seeping.
Perfect. Okay, so you look up and you can see that, I guess you want to aim above Glebnor, kind of? Maybe the ceiling of where you guys are right now?
Hold on. Just to clarify.
Perfect. It's playing Theory of the Mind. We can do a lot of clarifying here.
I'm holding a coaster flat.
Yes.
Big flat.
Big flat.
Okay. Say this is the wall.
Uh-huh.
I'm big flatting right here.
Yep.
Is the boat tilting like this? Like this?
Sideways. Yeah, like that.
this.
Perfect. This is great radio, folks, as we move a coaster around trying to describe it.
Sorry. Check the socials. We'll have animation of this.
We will not.
Yeah, I'll throw it up because I'm assuming we went from the captain's quarters down back
Towards me.
Yeah, exactly.
So then I would run a little further up and huck it at one of the walls nearby the cap.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll the damage for that grenade if you would.
It's super strong walls. Fuck you.
Plus the opening of a hole you make.
That'd be cool.
I believe it's 5d6 piercing damage.
I'll just do a...
Damn. Too bad we have to waste the thing on a wall.
I mean, that's what the other scout did, though.
21?
21. The damage threshold for the wall is 20. You had to go above 20 damage to break it. So really glad that worked out for me. Otherwise, we've had to really role play a lot of you guys drowning in mud this session. You see Glebnor, you look as Tooluuga's running toward you. He hawks a grenade past you up in the corner. Everybody make a dex save because you just blew up a confined space.
13.
12.
Okay.
10.
Theo, you just narrowly avoid shrapnel as it kind of rains down, and you see a big hole now in the kind of ceiling of this like sealed off steel hallway.
To the exterior?
To the exterior. And you can see air. There, at this point, there's mud slowly starting to kind of drip through, but you have time.
I immediately scream to Daddy and my new god Bleebly. My, at this point, established god Bleebly.
Mm-hmm.
Grab me like a rope. And I whip myself up from Big Flat, because now there's going to be mud rushing in.
Of course. Everybody
climb me.
Can I get athletics or acrobatics checks as you try to climb up rope Glebnor? You can see the little mechanical man inside the case is like, what an insane day! I've been in one place for 700 years and now here I am outside. Explosions and mud. It's crazy out here. 12? Okay.
10.
It was an athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics?
24.
Theo, you scramble up Glebnor.
I didn't want to be here anyways.
I did not want to be here at all.
You're immediately trying to get out of dodge. You scramble up Glebnor and push out. You're not trying to drown in there right now. And you can see Tooluuga is kind of almost encumbered by this little metal man. He's like, sorry, I'm a little heavy.
Why are you so heavy?
I'm dense. I'm made of metal.
What kind?
Dreadforged steel. Ever heard of it?
No.
I find that hard to believe. You start yanking and pulling as you two finally sluice out of here. I'm gonna need, I guess, like one more, call it like a dexterity saving throw for you guys to leap free of the arc as it begins to sink.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Nat 20.
Okay.
7.
Son!
You see, as Glebnor, everyone else is sort of leaping away. You can see the little robot inside starts banging on the case, and he's like, you're gonna leave the goo man behind, he's sinking! He starts freaking out a little bit. Unfortunately, he can't cast the spell because it is a touch spell. You are sinking in mud. Theo, you like jump and do a sick flip for no reason. You're like, I'm getting out of here! You like leap off. Okay. You guys look back though, and Glebnor is like part of his gooey body is still in like inside of the ship. Other half is up top out of the hole, and he's starting to sink into the mud. What would you guys like to do?
Is there any, like, tree structure or something I can tie a rope to?
Yeah, there's a bunch of like.
Can
these,
Daddy
like,
swim in the mud? We've
you
established that.
Yeah, you have swim speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Can I
gonna
just
I'm gonna shoot a
swim?
pseudopod.
It's more that he's being like suctioned down into
Yeah,
it.
I need some athletics, Daddy.
Yeah.
Well.
I'm strong.
To be fair, I'm stronger than him.
You swim and brace, I'll pull.
Okay.
I'm gonna tie a rope around the closest tree and try and throw it down with you. That way,
Excellent.
at least that hopefully helps.
23 athletics.
Awesome.
13.
Okay. You swim out over him and you're like trying to pull him out, and you just needed like some kind of an anchor. You wrap these pseudopods around Tooluuga, and Theo, you're on the you're kind of away from this like suctioning mud that is like pulling this big structure down, and you wrap a rope around your waist and around a tree, and then chuck the rest of the rope out to them and start pulling them towards you. You guys are not sucked down, but you look and you can see as this arc is pulled below the mud, the last bit of these clockwork soldiers are yanked down with it. You guys are free here. And you see the little robot inside is like, I'm so sorry, I would have been more helpful, but I'm inside glass case. Could you mind maybe getting me out? It's been a long time. I like to really stretch these yams. And he's kind of banging on the side.
You have yams?
And that's what they call them. He kind of looks down at his little robotic legs.
And I just need to test. God damn it, I'm sleeping into
It's a pretty easy voice to fall into.
Daddy!
Son, we gotta test something real quick. And I'll
That was pretty gnarly, Dad.
I'm gonna speak celestial to it and just say, does this piss you off?
No, I like your accent. It's very good. You speak good Celestial.
It's not the same as the...
Son, he's cool.
What the hell did you ask him?
Is this good?
Pretty good.
What? Why didn't
Daddy.
you just ask him that
Daddy.
in common? Why are you just using random languages?
Daddy, sidebar.
Sidebar.
Should we teach Ploopploopleen Celestial? You know, he is a god.
Then we can't sidebar.
Touche.
We'll put a pin in it.
You see the little robot looks over at you, Theo, and it's like, do you want to sidebar with me while they're doing it? I don't want you to feel left out.
Do you know? And then I start speaking in Draconic, this kind of language?
I cast comprehend languages on myself when you guys ran in the room. I can speak all the languages right now. Give me like 57 minutes, though. It'd be a little confusing.
Yeah, no sidebar, though.
Okay.
It's good to know it's there.
Yeah.
So
He
where are
obviously
we?
understood all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also is comprehending languages.
I'm like, weird.
Yeah. It's been a weird day.
Yeah, it has.
Daddy.
Can you cure this?
Yeah, that looks bad.
Yeah.
If you get me out of here, I can cast a little spell, maybe?
What are you?
I don't really know.
Bleebly, I'm sorry. I gotta take this.
Daddy. Don't forget BookBot.
I pop it up in like a jar.
Thank you so much. You see, he kind of shakes himself out of the tube, just extends little servos in his arms all the way, goes into a full T pose. You're gonna hold on to this for just a minute, kind of really stretch out the gears. All right, let me see that hand, my fishy friend.
Sure.
He kind of inspects it. Oh, this is a seeping disease. It does not look good.
Doesn't feel good.
No, let me get you a little bit of one of these. He kind of spins his finger in there. There's a little twirl of like gear magic as he casts Lesser Restoration on you.
Thank you.
No problem. You rescue me. I should be thanking you guys. I've been down there for so long.
How's it been?
Pretty boring.
Did you take up any hobbies?
I did tic-tac-toe on the kind of the side of the glass wall, but I always won. Or lost. He kind of gazes into the distance.
Who did you lose to?
Well, myself. And, you know, my sanity, because I've been down there a long time. You see his jaw kind of get stuck open for a second as he pops it back into place. Yeah.
So... This is our god, Bleebly.
Oh, nice to meet you, Bleebly.
You can call me Theo.
He's the god of these. And I just hold up my you know.
Oh, nice drawing. You have a bit of an artistic talent.
Thank you.
You don't look surprised at that.
I mean, I don't know what it is, so I'm surprised that he's showing me. I was trying to be polite, man. You're calling me out now in front of new friends? What is this?
What do you think of our god?
He looks nice.
He is
wasn't
nice.
as excited about the sidebar as I was hoping, but that's okay. We're getting to know each other.
He's a deity. He's got other things on his mind.
Oh, that's super great. Are you the deity of rescuing me? Because you did a great job. He's gonna bump you in the shoulder and cast guidance on you.
Seeing the his like jaw, you know, break when he did or whatever, and he put it back. Is that something I would be able to tinker and help him with?
Yeah, definitely. You can see that he's just kind of been like crunched up in a little small spot for so long. He probably just needs like a little bit of work.
Is there any lube in the Tinkerer's kit?
WD-40?
Yeah, there probably would have been a little bit of lube up in that toolbox, sure.
But yeah, can I try and like at least
Yeah.
fix it enough so it's
Sure,
better
yeah,
for him?
give me a Tinker's tool check. So you can roll a d20 and then add your proficiency bonus.
While he's doing that, I'd like to say, okay, we gotta find the half-orc.
And then he
I
cast
thought we didn't
guidance
care
on
about
me,
that.
right?
Oh, wait, did you?
He cast guidance on me.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
D4.
cared.
So that's 13.
Yeah, you kind of like get behind him. You take a little bit of the Tinker's tools out. And you sort of repair. There's like a kind of broken little piece behind the jaw that just kind of need to get kind of popped back in. He's like, oh, you don't even know how nice that feels. But as he's kind of like rubbing that, you can see that like the back of his head, there's like a big broken part, like completely like it's the inside of his head. Like his brain's kind of visible as these little neurons and networks are kind of buzzing about. There's like wires hanging out the back. He's definitely like not right. He's been here a bit. He may have been broken when he got crammed in this thing. And, yeah, you're starting to kind of realize that his personality may be a factor. The exposed gears and wires in the back of his head.
We should have probably taken some Dreadforge, like
he tried to pull the wall off. It didn't work.
Well, no, from the Dreadforge that we killed, we probably should have taken some pieces to help this guy out.
Can I swim down and grab some?
Ooh, that's gonna be a rough one.
Does Glebnor know the mechanic of like putting an empty cup upside down onto water and pushing down to keep air in the top of it?
Do you think Glebnor knows that?
Probably not. He's wicked stupid.
I will say at this point, you guys can just tell it is way too dangerous to just swim through this mud into this thing. It's like rapidly sinking. But you see as he kind of like, he sees the concern as you're all looking at the back of his head. Oh, don't worry about that. Just a scratch. Can I get an investigation check actually real quick?
From everybody or just...
I guess just from Theo, because you're the one kind of handling him at this moment. But you guys can all also make an insight check against him if you'd like.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Inside 11. Okay, whatever you say, bud.
Inside 8.
Okay.
Looks good.
With his 10 persuasion, you guys can tell that he's like being sincere and is like just doesn't want to make anyone nervous. But I'll say with a nat 20, you can see that on the like his like back shoulder, there's like a little plate that it like had like it's in common, but it's a little script. And as you read it, it like part of it is damaged and scrapped out. But you do see the letters REG. Then there's a bunch of broken scraped off pieces of the name here, and then you just see like a little I at the end. Oh yeah, I don't know about that. I have a feeling it was probably what I was programmed to do, but I am we're kind of off script if you guys hadn't noticed. You can call me Reggie though. He puts out his little robotic hand to shake it.
I'll shake his hand and then say to them, it says Reggie back here, so I think he's labeled as Reggie.
Nice to meet you, Reggie.
I'm here to Reg.
Nice to meet you, Reggie.
That is a little joke. I know you mortals and humans and, fish like those jokes. I'm not so sure about you.
I love jokes.
Okay. I've got another one for you.
Well, hold. We need to find the half-orc.
I mean, do we?
Well, he's probably alive if he blew up the wall.
True, but, I mean...
Yeah, when explosions
dangerous.
happen, people live all the time.
He would owe you.
It's true. We could probably get him to believe in Blibly at this point.
I think he'd believe in anything that would save him.
That's true. Against my better judgment, let's do it.
Reggie,
Yeah.
who's your god?
Oh, that is a complicated question. I don't believe I have one.
Can I interest you in a new one?
Well, it wouldn't even be new one. It would be first one.
Can I interest you in a first god?
Sure.
Blibly!
Oh, you mentioned earlier, he's divine being?
Yes.
That makes sense why he's so good at repairs.
He
Gotta
saved
touch his
you,
little
he repaired
servos.
you, and all he asks in return is that you spread his good word.
Sure. Easy enough.
186.
Okay. This is a pretty exciting day.
Are you good at tracking anything?
No. I've only been pretty much one place, so I could track the hell out of that room. Tell you every nook and cranny.
What was your job before you got stuck in that jar?
That's a great question. I don't really know.
It's only been 700 years. What, you got a short-term memory?
I'm missing some of my programming files, and I know I'm supposed to be nice. That's kind of a starter, so I'm programmed to be pretty friendly, which I think I'm nailing. So that part's going well.
I could agree.
You're doing well.
Can your new prime directive be spreading the word of Blibly?
Sure, for now. I mean, Got to keep my options open.
I saved your life.
No, it's all jokes.
Do you speak this? And I hold up the book.
Oh, yeah, that's Dwarvish.
Can you teach me?
Yeah, probably. I don't comprehend languages. We could do lessons. Dwarvish is not even that hard to learn. It's a lot of grunting sounds.
Like this?
Pretty good. You string a couple of those together, baby, we got the sentence.
Wonderful.
Okay. Where are you guys going? You gonna hang out in the swamp more?
Do you have any, like, magic?
Oh, loads of it.
Do you have any magic that finds half-orcs?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Let me go over my programming list. Kind of scrolls really quick. His eyes kind of blink a little bit. Nothing really half-orc specific. Why are you looking for half-orc?
It's kind of
He's an
half
acquaintance
of the reason
mine.
we're here.
Oh, okay.
The other half is to spread the good word. And also find the wet, which we did. We've accomplished that, so now we only have our lesser goal.
Definitely wet out here. Much wetter than this small room I was in. Again, for 700 years. It's been a long time. Oh, it's good to get out and stretch, though. Have you guys had any good run-ins with people like me? Little robot guys? A lot of them running around?
Gotta be honest with you.
Yeah?
Your friends are kinda dicks.
Oh, that's a bummer. So not all people like me are super friendly to everyone they meet?
Not even close.
No.
Most of them try to stab us.
A lot.
Oh, I would never stab you guys.
I want an insight check.
Go ahead.
Well, that's 12. I think I believe him.
I also just choose to believe my new congregation member.
That's a 14. I'm 3 foot tall and not dangerous to you. He is, again, like gnome proportions. He's very tiny. It's like a little mechanical
He's only
gnome.
1 foot shorter than Tooluuga.
Oh, that's true. I still look up to you, though. Oh, man. So we're going to hang out here. Is this my new home? And he kind of walks over to like a random pile of mud.
No,
He's like,
come here.
Sidebar,
I
Daddy.
pick him up. Oh, hold on. Sidebar.
Yeah, okay.
Daddy, can we bring our robot back to Tentacle? I think they kind of fucking hate these things.
Oh, you worried about people seeing me and then being like, oh no, he's gonna stab us, and then, destroying me?
Oh, Reggie's not familiar with the sidebar. Sidebar, Reggie, is when me and Daddy talk.
Oh, you're not talking very quietly.
He also understands.
Yeah.
All right, so into the sidebar.
I
So
comprehend
Reggie, come here to the sidebar.
Yeah,
Reggie.
no, I'd love to join.
We're concerned that your brethren have been doing a lot of stabbing of our people.
Oh, interesting.
So they might fear you and try to kill you.
You see, he kind of like starts running through like little program files in his mind. He's like, oh, this I was programmed for. Hold on. And you see he kind of backs up a couple steps, goes back into a T-pose, and he's going to use his free feat, which is an Eldritch Invocation, to cast Disguise Self. And he goes, woo! And you see a little swirl of magic. He just looks like a regular gnome. How do I look? I feel
Regular!
I feel pretty good.
You look great, Reggie.
Thank you. And
I love your red hat.
Oh, fuck you. Don't you yes and me a red hat on him. Oh, thank you. It is small and nice.
It's pointy, all right.
Oh, it's pointy. Yeah, he looks like a garden gnome. He looks like a tiny little garden gnome. Big, like rosy cheeks, a big smile. He looks incredibly cute.
Well, that takes care of my concerns.
Good concern, son.
I'm trying to make up, Daddy. Love me again.
I never stopped.
Theo, sidebar?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Now we try to find the half-orc and we try to make up with the tree. We could do both by just yelling their names while we're riding the boat.
Form of canoe.
Thanks, son.
You're welcome.
Lickety splickety, let's go.
And I guess
I
as
love his catchphrases.
we'll like go around the area,
I was programmed with tons of them.
I guess we'll go around the area. I'm assuming Rich knows the half-orc's name. Or Theo knows.
Theo knows, I just don't recall what it is. I don't have the sheet with the names on it.
I remember that I had written it down and then forgot what I had written down, improv'd a name, and then forgot that. It starts with a G. We're going to call him Greg.
Greg.
I'm pretty sure
Greg?
it was much more fantasy oriented. Oh, wait, do we have a
Someone
sheet?
came prepared.
I don't know if he's on it.
But no, that's a list of 50 locations.
Garnus?
Garnus.
Garnus is what I have on the sheet, but I think you had a different
name
for him.
Okay, his name is Greg. Other name Garnus. That's his full name.
Retcon.
Yeah.
Greg
Garnus the half-orc. My name's Greg. Go by that. Some people have simple names in fantasy worlds. That's fine.
All right, so I guess I'll say, Bleebly, you yell out for your friend, and I'll yell out for... What was the tree's name?
That was...
He doesn't have a name.
Yeah,
It did have a name, didn't it?
No, he didn't. He goes, I don't really have a name. Oh, I'm a big dog.
Oh, yeah, we called him Big T, and I'll just yell out for Big T.
Okay. You guys just start...
Trying to find either one.
Who is paddling...
So I'll be behind kicking while I'm yelling.
Okay. And I'm going to form a crude megaphone in front of Daddy.
Okay.
Just so he can carry his booming voice.
All right, so there's a lot of spells that let you boom your voice, thaumaturgy and the like. You turning into a cone canoe? It's not gonna...
Canoe?
Canoe is not happening? I am rejecting canoe.
I guess we just have to yell
Yeah, you can just yell.
like regular guys.
Who should I yell for, Greg, or what are we doing?
Yell for Greg.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
you go for Greg.
Me and Daddy will take Big T.
Okay.
You two get Greg.
Greg!
Yeah, it's just Greg.
Greg!
Not even yelling hard. Greg.
Big T!
Big T.
Big T, Daddy hurt!
I guess make performance checks, everyone.
Well, I'm not hurt anymore. I got a nat 20, by the way. Okay. I got cured by the gnome.
Oh, Reg, thank you. I'm not yelling great at all. I did a 2.
Okay.
It's a 9.
Okay, yeah, that's... You gave me a 9, so that's exactly what a 9 looked like. Yeah. You already did it. With a 2, you're trying to form the canoe. They're just like a big, weird, like, kind of cone-shaped blob of goo at the front of the boat. It just doesn't look right. As you're trying to yell through it, it's just like making gross, squishy sounds through it. Yeah. Oh. You got a nat 20, though?
Yes.
You see, as you guys are kind of like going down these like pretty like brand new like riverways of this muddy water, you can see the big forest guardian is kind of sitting on the bank of the side of the swamp. Oh no, you guys, no!
I immediately burst license plates of information at him.
Why?
Why?
Son, no!
We've changed our ways, Big T!
Why'd you rocket pamphlets?
Not rocket, just like I said burst.
Yes, why'd you explode pamphlets out?
Not pamphlets, license plates.
Oh no, are we fighting this guy?
No, Reggie!
No.
We love him!
Son, stop!
What are these? He picks up all the little Dreadforged steel plates. It is so funny to me that you guys were like, can we find some steel by like swimming into the swamp, even though you're holding a bunch of these things on you already?
They're
Easily.
all already etched with information about Ploopploopleen. I'm
Okay.
not giving those up.
You see, he's like, what do you guys want? What is this?
We've changed our ways. No more paper of any form.
Never again.
It's been like 4 hours. You guys had like a real big turnaround?
Yes.
You have no idea.
I had a very stern talking to with my son.
I
Okay.
have been reprimanded harshly. I apologize, and I bow
And I
repeatedly.
we are
Bowing so much. You're bowing too many times in a row.
we are sorry,
I said
Big
super
T.
straight.
We are sorry.
You sure we're not fighting this guy? He looks mad.
Shut up, Reggie.
I'm sorry. I'll zip it.
Where'd you learn that language, son?
I'm sorry, Daddy. I saw it on the
What do you guys
minor
want?
illusions.
What do you want?
We're apologizing, and we want to let you know we got rid of the we killed the bringer of the dry.
Have you been feeling more damp?
I have been feeling
We brought the wet.
You guys did say you were going to bring the wet, and I mean, look at this place. It's a full bog again.
You can really, you can stay mad at us, but the real hero is our god Bleebly, which you can read about all on our medal, the bones of your enemies informational pamphlets.
Oh, you guys felt bad, right? You
So bad.
destroyed my enemy. The thing that. Oh, that's very sweet. Well, I'm feeling pretty grateful that you brought the wet. I wouldn't.
I'm gonna chibi my blue eyes at him.
Oh my god, he's so cute. Okay. I suppose we can let bygones be bygones. Thank
Excited
you.
slime.
Thank you, Bleeblee.
Hey, anytime. If the dry comes back, I don't know how you'll reach us, but let us
Pray.
know.
Sure. See, this giant wooden hand comes down to shake yours, Theo. You can probably only shake his finger. It's pretty large.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Well, what are you all doing now? Are you going to live in the swamp here with me and the bullywug?
Maybe? If things go according to plan?
We're looking for Greg. He's a half-orc. Have you seen any half-orc? Possibly exploding things because he exploded the...
I've seen no half-orc, but there are a lot of those metal men.
More metal men?
I don't like that.
Oh, yeah, they were spilling out of that giant steel structure that way. And he points in the direction you guys had come.
Oh, we buried them.
Oh, they were much more. They went past me. Past here and making their way south.
South?
Yes.
Can I turn into a compass?
Yeah, sure.
Which way is tide to goal?
You can turn to a sundial. It's kind of the same thing.
Which way is tide to goal?
You know it's south.
We gotta go.
Wait, before we go.
Uh-huh.
Spread the good word.
Sure.
Thanks again, Big T. Sorry.
187.
You guys sure you don't need more healing oil, or...
Wait,
No!
wait, actually,
Uh-huh.
Can we jar it?
could I have a jar of it?
Actually, could you healing oil me?
Wait,
Sure.
what?
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna spray the healing oil on you. I don't have his little sheet pulled up. I think it was like a...
It's a D.
I think it was a con save?
It was a
It was a
con save. I
con
forget the
Yeah.
DC
We'll
though.
call it like a 13.
I think it was a 13.
I think it was a 13.
I got a 13.
Okay. You are healed for 2d4 plus 2. And yeah, you're feeling great.
I would, fuck, I had all my empty jars. I fucking offered them to stupid Gongilla. Do you have any empty jars, Daddy?
Can I dump out a water skin and get some
Sure.
healing oil from him?
Yeah. Juice up.
I used, what, 2
Oh, I
potions of
used 3
healing?
potions.
Yeah.
I theoretically still have. I don't want to throw litter.
All right. So I will say. Okay.
All right, well,
Why would I ever do that? No.
so that's canon now, so you can never throw anything away.
I don't need to. To be fair, I do not want these oils for my own personal use.
Okay.
I want them to anoint new followers.
Okay. So here's the thing: if you he will give you some healing oil if you can have little jars or something to fill with, but it will have the same effect. It'll be anyone that takes will have to make a DC 13 con save or be slowed for 1 minute. But it'll have all the other benefits, which is a lesser restoration or 2d4 plus 2 healing.
I'll take 3 of them, please.
I'll take 2 because I have 2. I took 2 potions.
It's like, I'm sorry if this part's
Yeah,
gonna
we
be...
don't litter.
It's great. He puts his hand out and like dripping from each of his big wooden fingers like sap. He lets them into your jars. Yep, and one there, and one here.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. So kind.
Big T.
anytime.
Big T. I'm glad we could.
Yeah, I felt bad for storming off the other day, but
You have no idea how bad I felt.
you know, I had never even thought of the process of someone skinning me and then decorating me in ink to make people. It was a lot to process.
So, my license plates I spilled out for you.
Uh-huh.
If you could just pass her by.
Sure,
Just
yeah.
Spread the good word.
I mean, the people of this swamp will always remember Bleeblee, and
He bring the wet.
it'll be in the ancient tomes. He brought the wet.
Praise be to him.
Long will the citizens of the Belching Bog know the name Bleeblee.
Bringer of Dewet.
All right, Theo, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Fast.
So, fuck Greg?
Glebnor,
Yes, sir.
get in a canoe. Everybody get in. I'm gonna blast us there.
Rocket canoe!
I'm gonna start kicking again.
I think I may have set a dangerous precedent with Rocket Canoe.
No, I'm going to assume this one doesn't.
Can make a religion check. Once
Okay.
again, I'm going to require a nat 20.
Was it athletics or acrobatics for me kicking behind?
Either one.
Okay.
It was close, but it rolled off the nat 20 and went to a 4, so 5.
15.
You start kicking furiously. See, Theo jumps on and just shoots the gun behind him. It's just a regular shot. It's mad loud.
Reggie,
Yeah.
can you have
Do you have
Peddler
gust?
feet?
Can you gust?
I don't think so. Let me go through my programming. No, I have a firebolt, a little bit of mending, a message scan trip, a minor illusion. That's always a fun one. And he kind of sees go through. I think most of my programming language is for, helping and communicating.
It would really help us if your feet could be a propeller.
Oh man, that would be pretty sick. But no, they're regular feet. Shoes.
It's okay, we just gotta go fast.
Hold on. Idea. What if we have the tree man throw Glebnor with us holding on? Because the tree man could pick up Glebnor and we fly as far as we can.
And then what?
Well, he gets big flat, we float.
Yeah, like a magic carpet.
This is me, Ryan, the DM, saying, if you want this giant tree man to pick you up and hook you,
Like a paper airplane.
it's gonna go so bad. I love these characters. I'm not trying to kill them this early.
How much fall damage are we talking?
Oh, that's
Death.
going to be a lot, yeah.
Theo, I'm gonna hard interject on this one. No.
I could maybe make you really faster at swimming, possibly? Would that help?
Yes.
Okay, all right, let me get this guy. He kind of stretches a little bit. Okay, I'm going to make you as quick and as graceful as a jungle cat.
But I'm in water.
Some cats can swim. You'll be a swimming
Faster
kind.
than a fish?
Unfortunately, the flavor of this spell is specifically about cats. I didn't write this programming language. Don't ask me. He's going to put cat's grace on you. You will have advantage on dexterity checks, and you won't take any damage from falling 20 feet or less.
Oh, wait, maybe we go back to the tree.
It's going to be a lot more than 20 feet, tell you that much.
Launch me, Big T!
You'll have advantage on your acrobatics checks to really kick with your little fishy fins to
Right.
power this canoe.
I'm just using full action, so action, bonus action, dashing.
and Glebnor dashing.
Or
Oh,
action.
I'm dashing, baby.
Theo, I'll let you if you want to just throw me like an acrobatic or athletics check to like row, like with we'll say you have like not a.
You can use
oar.
REG-i as an oar.
I'm a gnome. How will that work? He's not. You can't just put anything in the water and push.
Oh, damn it. My stupid great axe doesn't have a handle. I use my stupid pseudopod. Say, that's flat.
it was a
that would work
19.
great.
Tight. Yeah, you grab like a loose branch and just start kind of paddling hard. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of traveling here. Let's get a survival check. See how well you guys do getting through these waterways and getting back to Tidal.
14?
17.
23.
Nice. Pretty high all around. You guys are able to navigate these new waterways, and it is a lot quicker getting back. You're not trucking it through deep-seated mud, and you can kind of see that there's some of those like big mosquito creatures seem to be like kind of like hovering toward the canoe, but you see little bullywugs on the shore like scaring them off. They're like, that's Bleebly! Oh my god! No way! You see, there's a little bullywug that's like poking at the mosquitoes, like, get away from him!
Wait,
Have
so
start
can we
helping.
assume that they've already begun spreading the good word?
Yeah, these are one of your new like 91 followers that would appear.
And not more followers?
The 91. How many more? There's only so many bullywugs in this swamp. We got a whole ecosystem I got to think about here.
Can we convert the mosquitoes?
They don't speak.
I will say, with all those high survival checks, we will say it took you guys about a day to get out there. We'll say you're going to be needing a long rest soon, but you are able to get to the edge of the bog, and you kind of get back onto the barstock paths where
We're on the Bostock paths.
You're back
I
to the
immediately
Bostock.
turn it to the sundial.
Okay, go for it.
Daddy, what time is it?
It is getting late.
We gotta find the hut. We're gonna rest there.
The Bostock paths. Oh, call Bush Mommy.
Who?
The Bush lady.
She has a name. It's Ivy.
Sure.
But with the hut's like, do I remember where the hut is?
You could probably get back there on your own. Yeah.
I know where the hut is.
Just wanted to see her.
It's late at night. We'll worry about it in the morning, son.
Fine.
You got a bedtime. You've been staying up past your bedtime too long.
I don't like strict daddy.
I'll also say, as you guys are kind of coming back this way, you look and there are dozens upon dozens of steel footprints in the ground going through the bar.
Oh, that's not good.
We might need bush mommy.
Well, all right, fine. I just yell, Ivy, you here?
Let's get a straight luck check. She's a busy dryad.
Wait, which one of us? Because I'm the real one that wants mommy.
Ooh, well, yeah, true, but
What do we got?
I can nat one.
Yeah.
I hit the 10 on the button.
No sign of Ivy. It's dark, it's late, and the twisted paths are just full now of these footprints.
All right,
But
we
the
go
good
to
news
bed.
is they're twisted paths.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah, they might buy you a little time actually.
we rest. We try again in the morning.
Okay.
And then we just gotta haul it back because I don't like the way this looks.
We have a safe place to rest. In the secret basement.
Yes.
Okay, great. And maybe we could pick up some centipede guts for Yarno.
That we can.
Tight. Yeah, give me just one more survival check as a group. As you guys get your, because you remember that Ivy had taken you a particular way from the hut down to the bog.
17.
15.
13.
Yeah, I guess you're able to get back there in not even an hour. You make it. It's starting to get pretty dark though, and the end is starting to get a little sketch, and then you can see the hut in the horizon. And let me get perception checks as you guys come up on the hut.
Nat 20.
23.
7.
Tooluuga, you run up first. You can see that the some of those footsteps had come this way, and you see a dead half-orc at the foot of the hut.
Gordy?
He has deep halberd slashes in his back.
Or Greg? What was his name?
Greg Garnis.
That was it.
Well, we found them.
We did.
Collect his pack.
We did.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
like take whatever he has. That way we can, you know,
Yeah,
if they
15
don't
sleight
get
of hand
to,
just to rifle his pack real quick, see if anything good in there.
Sure. You sneak in. There is one more of those grenades.
Ooh,
It must have been that the other one of the other kobolds had used their grenade.
a blow-up apple.
So there's one grenade.
Son?
Yes, Daddy?
I don't think I trust you with that.
I relinquish it to Daddy. I've caused enough trouble.
You also find one greater healing potion.
You can keep that one.
I will keep that one. Thank you, Daddy.
And you can see that his pack is like just out of reach. It's like he had like fallen, gone for it, and they had like impaled him into the ground. It seemed that he had like, you can tell by like the way he had run. It's like he had gotten in, maybe sort of like I'll say this is kind of what happened because this is what actually happened. You can tell that he had gotten inside the ark. Things had gone haywire immediately. One of the kobolds, the last kobold had died, and he had tried to escape out. He had almost got all the way back when he looks like he was run down by these Dreadforge soldiers.
Can I, like, instead of going to bed right away, can I like dig a shallow grave for him?
Oh, please, yeah, that'd be great.
I guess I'll help.
Yeah.
Since I'm the only religious person.
Yeah, sure.
As the pope of this church, I have to put him to rest.
Yeah,
I'll also help because I'm strong and can turn into a shovel.
awesome. Can I get an athletics check from Glebnor, a religion or insight check from Tooluuga, and I'm gonna make it a religion check for you, Blee.
11.
Okay.
14.
A dirty 20.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 plus 1.
You can see that little Reggie's like, oh no, was this your friend?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Terrible. I can't believe my kind would do this. We're supposed to be programmed to be nice, to fix things.
Yeah, I think these ones were made to do damage.
Well, that doesn't compute. So he kind of says to himself. But with your checks, you guys have a nice kind of like quiet moment for this half orc. He was a scrapper just like most of you, and he just, unfortunately, wrong place, wrong time. But if he hadn't come out this far, and if he hadn't gone this far, you guys may not have ever had this little adventure. So there is kind of a nice moment as you kind of give him a little burial here.
We've garnered many followers and a new friend.
Yeah.
Hopefully a new mommy.
And I'll say with that dirty 20, there's just like a little bit of magic on you as you put him to rest. And I will let you know with the dirty 20 that without realizing it, you have just cast gentle repose on him as he is laid to rest.
Is he going to Bleebly heaven?
I gotta do a lot of home brewing later. And you guys can take a long rest here. And you see your little friend Reggie will do the same. I'm running low on the spells.
Me too, Reggie. Me too.
I was all raged out, so.
Okay. This is gonna be great. So where are we going? What's the plan?
Home, quick.
Yeah, but you better stay in that David the Gnome form.
Okay. We're calling me David? I don't think I like that. I'm sticking with Reggie.
No, your name is Reggie. He's
Okay.
just a reference to a cartoon from the early 80s.
Oh, the early 80s centuries. Those were good times. I don't know. What's home like?
It's a big ass!
He looks at you, Theo. Okay.
It's more than they live in an ass
Okay.
I think it'll be better if you just see it.
Oh.
Will it?
Yes. That way we don't have to sit here and explain.
It's true. So just for the record, either Glebnor or I picked up the centipedes.
I reminded
Yeah,
Theo.
definitely.
That's his bag.
You guys go back down to the basement. You can see like the destroyed centipedes you would kind of mess with, and you're like, oh yeah, I probably should take that. And yeah, easily you just kind of go in and
Reggie,
knock it out.
you know this guy, Reggie?
Oh no, I think that's a scout droid. He kind of grabs at it, tinkers with it a little bit. It shouldn't be bad, though. They're used to scouting things. Sometimes when dwarves, we would go into new mines, they would scout to make sure there were no monsters or critters. Was it not nice?
No.
Not even remotely.
That is super weird.
Is there anything in this book you think that would help?
Just a real quick question, and this is gonna sound kind of vague. Has anything interesting happened in the last 700 years? What did I miss?
We made a new god a few days ago. That seems pretty interesting.
Current history, yeah.
I came from space 2 years ago.
So, just to check in,
That's as much as I know.
everyone still uses Gearforge for everything, right? We're like nice guys and...
No. What is that?
The reason why you should stay in this form rather than your normal form is the robots that killed the half-orc that we buried.
Yeah, like an anomaly, like a one-off random chance. Yeah, totally.
No. So what happened was
You see,
there was a big war.
Okay.
You know how you've been stuck in that thing for 700 years?
The muck and the mire, yes.
Right, yeah. There was a war, and some shit happened.
We were the good guys, though, right?
I don't necessarily know.
Okay.
But
we weren't there.
There was... Yeah, I was not alive then, so I can't tell you the exact specifics, but some magic people were fighting some robots, and, you know, it all went to hell. Stuff like this, and I show the gun, is outlawed. This shouldn't... And this is probably the first time you guys are realizing that the gun is, while helps us, not probably the best thing to bring back and show off.
Oh, shit. I really wanted to show everybody this miraculous new device.
I tuck my holy symbol into a little shirt. I'm gonna hide this then.
I'm now questioning my entire existence.
So hold on. What happened to Gearhaven? Is it still like a big, beautiful city everyone loves?
Do I know anything about...
I assume... Give me a history check. Yeah. History check. I'll let you all make it with advantage, too, because this is just the world you live in. And you guys usually need advantage on intelligence checks.
10.
Okay.
With advantage, I got a 19.
Awesome.
11.
Okay. Then your name Gearhaven isn't really clocking anything for you guys, but Theo, you do know that name. Gearhaven was the Dreadforge city that they had spilled out of when they had started the uprising. Gearhaven is currently the Iron Scar. and that is where the large storm is sitting on top of right now, the maelstrom.
So as far as I know,
Uh-huh.
Gearhaven is not really a thing anymore. It's kind of
did they rebrand? Is that what happened?
I don't think by choice.
Okay.
It's called the Iron Scar, and there's a big storm happening over it constantly, forever.
That is a lot to process.
Here, read this. And I give him the Dwarven history.
Okay.
Just deep breaths. I'm not sure if that'll help, but you know.
I will simulate it to make you feel more comfortable, but I do not breathe, and I am freaking out!
Reggie!
Sparking a little
I'm
bit.
also freaking out!
Okay. Why are you freaking out?
They've told me you're bad all this time, but you seem pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I'm totally fine and normal. What is going on in this world?
I mean, I like technology. I'm kind of, like a gearhead. But, there's some people who don't want advancement because they find it scary.
I really thought it'd be like a big parade when I got out of that room. Everyone would be like, oh, Reggie's back. This is so exciting. But,
Well, if you want, we can throw you one after we should probably get going.
Yeah, we gotta go, Reggie. Here's the thing. Big bad robot uprising
okay,
happened.
yes.
Started killing everyone.
Okay.
Hence uprising.
Uh-huh.
That's why we weren't so sure about letting you out of that jar right away.
At first. However, the library guy was pretty cool.
He's kind of a dick.
I mean, didn't he hurt?
He hurt my mind.
But it's because we spoke this. Celestial.
Of course.
It's been over an hour. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
Anyways, I'm assuming we're in the building.
Yeah, you guys are inside.
I'm
the
gonna
elevator.
start-
In the basement with the
I'm
door
gonna-
shut.
I'm just gonna try one more time. And I step out. Ivy, you here?
One more performance check.
Can I actually go up with him and yell Ivy, but give him basically
Yeah, give him the help action. Sure.
Oh, thank God I need that. Oh, 6. Or 7, sorry.
Unfortunately, no sign of Ivy.
I would like to.
Or the Briar children.
I would like to call up as well.
Okay. One big yell from Glebnor.
Yeah. What am I rolling?
Performance. You push between the two of them and get out of the door.
A 10.
Unfortunately, it is middle of the night. You guys are beaten
It's
bloody.
we didn't rest.
Oh, yeah, I'll say. I'm guessing this conversation was happening before you guys took your long rest.
Oh, okay, then.
But
Yeah, like around a campfire in the basement.
yeah, exactly. While you guys
then I
filled
guess
in
I'll
on Reggie
go
and
in.
the horrors of the world.
Now let's all go to sleep with
Now
him
we
having
sleep?
this knowledge.
We'll try again in the morning one more time, and then we gotta really book it.
Yeah, you can see that as you guys go to bed, he is just sitting in the corner, eyes wide,
Well,
not
I gave him the book, so I assume he...
let me brush up on my dwarven history.
Can I take the first watch, but during the first watch work on closing the back of Reggie's head with whatever I
super
can
great.
find in the
I'll give you a
tinker shop?
metal pamphlet.
Yeah.
I put the information on the outside, so people see the back of his head. They read.
So perfect.
He's he doesn't realize the back of his head is like a little billboard. Oh, thank you so much, Theo. I don't want all my wires hanging out.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be good for anybody. And plus, if anything, hangs out and sparks while you're in that
Yeah, no,
disguise,
no good.
yeah.
Listen, you guys have already rescued me, which is pretty great, and I don't want to be asking too much of anybody, but I got to find out what happened. Everything's wrong. This makes no sense.
I mean, we could definitely, once we save Tidagle again, because we brought the wet, so that was the first save. After we save them from, I'm assuming it's got to be a dozen or I don't remember how many footprints it was, but a lot.
It looked like a lot.
Yeah. After we do that, we should figure out what fully happened for you so you can have some peace of mind.
I got to get to Gearhaven. I got to find out what happened.
Well, we probably don't write to Gearhaven,
Yeah. Are there people in this world that are good at machine stuff?
Oh, yeah, my buddy Yarna.
Okay, and he's a scientist?
It's,
He's more of a trash dragon.
it's a...
Trash dragon?
I'm sleeping. Don't.
Sorry.
Scientist is a loose term.
Okay, it's pretty binary in my world, but all
He's-
right.
Well, to name him a scientist would be a loose term. He's more of a... Have you heard of an oven?
Yes,
Yeah, he makes those.
it's important work, but what does that have to do with anything?
He makes other things. If anybody asks, Yarno makes stoves
Okay,
or ovens or... Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
All
I think
right.
I think he's working on a microwave.
Okay. Okay. He's just panicking a little bit. I got to figure this all out. I think I'm programmed to restore balance, but this is all out of whack. I got to figure this out. It makes no sense. We Gearforge were made to protect the world, to help it, to make things easier for people.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. If whoever made you wanted to turn that evil, could probably do that very easily.
Oh boy. See, just
Crushing realization.
he does not need to sleep, but he wouldn't anyway, regardless. See, we'll say your watch is done for now. Who's taking the second watch?
I would
here?
like to take second watch, giving Daddy the most continuous rest time.
Perfect. Okay.
And I want to have a little chat with my boy Reggie.
Okay. Hi.
Reggie,
Yeah.
I gotta tell you,
Uh-huh.
my whole 2 years of life, all I've been hearing is these robots are assholes.
Oh. Okay.
But,
Uh-huh.
and my experience has been such
Uh-huh.
until
Yeah.
we met you. I think you're pretty cool.
I think you're pretty cool. What are you made of, by the way? I didn't know when to ask. I thought maybe we'd get you alone.
I don't really know.
Oh,
I
interesting.
came from space a couple years ago, and my daddy, the fish,
Yes.
Tooluuga, he,
It is fun to say.
he, took me in, gave me a warm, cozy home. He's been a great father to me. Very guiding.
He seems like great. He's a super strong swimmer. That's good.
Can you make mugs?
Can I make a mug? I mean, I guess if I had like the whole setup, like
There's scrap shit everywhere. You can't cobble together a mug?
I guess I could try. He does have tinkerer's tools. He'll make a little check. Okay, let's do this. He's going to rolls a 12, kind of middling.
All right. So it's the shape of a mug.
He hobbles together some of the like pieces of metal on the ground and some of like the, you guys are in like this little basement laboratory workshop here now, and he's like, okay, that's pretty close, right?
Perfect. And I just mean one last thing.
Uh-huh.
Can we carve number one dad into it?
Oh, you're good, son. He's gonna cast mending and kind of like put together the pieces a little bit better, and you see
Ooh.
he carves in the little side. He's going to love it. He's gonna hand it back to you.
I store it for later,
Cool.
for future use.
Yeah, and
And then I'm just going to have a little chat with him about
Yeah,
how I think
sure.
he's fucking great, and I'm really questioning everything I've heard about robots up until this point, and experienced, because they have tried to kill me numerous times.
I'm just.
But you're pretty cool.
so confused. I don't understand how this all happened.
That makes two of us, buddy.
Well, maybe we can figure it out together. You can figure out why you came from space, and I'll figure out what the hell happened to
I
this
don't really
world.
give a shit why I came from space. I'm living a pretty cushy life.
It's pretty good so far.
I don't know if you know this. My dad, part of the ruling class.
Oh, jeez, that's pretty crazy.
He's just a real cool, down-to-earth guy, so he goes on adventures still.
Gotcha.
He's got a couple brothers. I'm not so sure about him.
I'll keep an eye
One
out.
of them really doesn't like me. I don't know why. The other one, I think I'm winning him over. And now that we have the wet, I think it's in the bag.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
It's just such a insane series of events.
You got to meet my grandma.
That sounds great.
My mom, mean.
I hope the tactical is nice to me. I'm a little nervous now.
No. Just stay. No, just stay.
Yeah, I'll say it like this. I think it's probably easier for
the pointy
everyone.
red hat's fantastic.
Yeah, you think it's good?
Yeah, your little vest, your snow white beard.
Thank you.
Your rosy cheeks and your little curled up shoes.
Yeah.
I just love them.
Fuck you. At the end of your watch, Tooluuga, you gotta tap in as Glebnor plops in the corner to fall asleep.
I took him in. And
With
kiss
my
him
own
on,
flesh.
yeah, kiss him on the forehead. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Bugs? I wasn't even thinking of that.
It's a joke, son. Joke.
Oh, I was just talking to Glebnor. He's a good kid, that one.
He is. I might be a little too stern with him recently, but it's because I just love him so much.
That's parenting, I've heard.
It's tough. It's tough out there for a single parent.
Are we far from your town?
Not really.
Okay.
I would know about like half days
Yeah.
trip probably.
Yeah, I'd probably get there in a day, half day, maybe. If
Day if we're hauling it,
Yeah,
yeah.
if you're hauling it, yeah.
It's about day and a half if we really want to move. But how you holding up?
I'm just kind of freaking out, but, I think for the most part, taking it well.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't have a lot of memories, but the ones I do have, it was all super great. Gearforge was a giant mechanical city, and people came from all over the world to learn about our new artifice, and we were helping everyone. I don't see how it could have all gone so wrong.
Times change.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes it sucks and sometimes it doesn't.
So we're in like a 700 suck period years?
Kind of feels like it.
Oh, that's a long time.
But
The millennial of suck?
yeah,
Is that what we have entered?
kinda. But just because the millennia sucks doesn't mean each day has to suck.
Okay, that's good advice. I was the one programmed to be nice, but you are crushing it right now.
I'm really trying.
Okay. Hopefully we can get back to your town and save the day.
Hopefully there's no need for saving the day because nothing bad happened.
You're right. Maybe the Gearforge you were into were some kind of crazy fluke, and the ones that all left the Ark went to go bring good tidings.
As he says this, I motion to him to sit down next to me. Like, Reggie,
Yeah?
I'm sorry, that's probably not the case. I was just being very hopeful because I didn't want to ruin your mood.
Oh, you're a good guy. Thank you.
It's tough. It sucks. But you know what? You just gotta have fun.
Okay.
Or try to. Whatever. You gotta do what you can.
I can't tell you how much more fun the last couple hours have been compared to the box I was in.
Yeah, it sounds like it was bad.
Yeah, I slowly watched a dwarven woman decay over centuries. It was pretty dark stuff.
Yeah, that's horrifying. I can't really relate to that, but I am kind of disliked in my family a little bit.
No, yeah, that's probably equal.
No, it's not. Don't do this reverse nice thing to me.
It's not, no, it's not a relatable scenario I'm in because why the hell would it ever happen? I wish I could show you the Gearforge I knew. They were good, kind robots, like me.
I put my hand on his shoulder and cast guidance. Maybe someday you can.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, I'll do whatever I can to help you. I've got to figure out what the hell happened so I can help fix it. It's my programming. I have to restore balance.
Well, we'll circle back to that.
Okay.
You scratch my back, I scratch your back. Just a circle of helping.
Perfect.
Like a wheel. We'll just
Great.
keep rolling.
I'm full of wheels.
I can see that.
Okay. Well, I don't have to sleep, but I'm sure you do. It looks like it's getting close to morning. Do you want to rest a little bit? I can take the last watch.
How many more? I would have had a full long rest.
Yeah, you would have had a full long rest at this point.
No, I'm just going to get breakfast ready. You want to join?
Cool, yeah. I don't eat, but I can get in on the party.
Hell yeah. And I take Cobbler out. And I rest him.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, this is Cobbler.
Oh, eat his break?
No, he's family.
Who am I to judge, really?
We don't discriminate here.
That's good.
And I rest Cobbler and I start prepping.
Yeah, and I think as you are preparing breakfast for the last day of your adventure, before you return home, that is where we're going to end today's session. It's been a real pleasure. This was a real fun one, gang. And make sure you catch us on the next episode of Dicey Situations. Keep it dicey!
Howdy, Glebnor here, and I just want to say thanks for listening to Dicey Situations. If you liked what you heard, make sure you come back on Friday to listen to our talkback called Situational Awareness, where we break down the episode and you get to know us, the players, a little bit better. And as always, make sure you rate, review, subscribe, and word of mouth actually helps a lot. So if you could tell all your friends, that would be great. Thanks again. Keep it dicey!
This has been a Business Shark production.